it really affected my sales. Like first 2 weeks where I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know, just everything was shut down. And I live in Springfield, so I live in Massachusetts and I drive to Connecticut. Connecticut roads were shut down after a certain time. They didn't say anything about essential businesses.
In response to COVID restrictions, Joe closed Angelina's dining room. Initially, this forced the establishment to rely solely on takeout orders. In an effort to offset this hit in business, he turned to delivery services.
I looked into Uber Eats, I looked into DoorDash, I looked into all the third-party delivery apps because I don't deliver here personally, so it was pretty much always takeout, and a few tables that I had here were dining.
Now that vaccine distribution is well underway, Angelina's has seen increased traffic, and regulars want to see the reopening of the restaurant's once popular dining room. Unfortunately, that isn't feasible quite yet.
They do ask for my dining room to come back to be opened, but I'm a little bit too busy in the front to, I don't have like a waitress service, I don't have any of that. It's all pretty much counter service, and it's all blocked up by the plexiglass, so I kind of really don't want to open up the dining room yet. But
Despite this, Joe is hopeful that as restrictions continue to loosen, he may be able to return to his restaurant's traditional dine-in model. Unfortunately, restaurants across the nation are having trouble returning to full capacity due to staffing shortages. I caught up with economics professor Ben Brewer to discuss the issue.
Compared to the pre-pandemic levels, that we're down about 2.5 million jobs in the restaurant industry.
Ben has a pair of hypotheses on the cause of this issue. The first stems from the massive COVID surge that we saw during the winter.
You know, over the winter, there was some hesitancy. So some of those people, it just wasn't worth it to take that risk to go. And even if they were, you know, being offered employment, even if they were being offered hours.
Another potential factor is what Ben calls the YOLO economy, a newfound sense of adventure among former service workers.
This has sort of gotten people to think, you know, life is short, right? Things could, you know, now's the time to you know, take advantage of your opportunities.
Naturally, this presents a struggle for restaurants looking to rehire staff.
Hours are back, they might not actually want it anymore. They might have, you know, switched over. They found a new job. They found this one guy, he ended up moving to the Caribbean, and now he has like some kind of like tourism guide shop that's down there. And that was like, you know, he's like, I can't believe I didn't do this sooner. But
Ben made it pretty clear that the COVID pandemic has been an unprecedented shakeup for the economy, and more specifically the restaurant industry. The only recent event comparable was the Great Recession from 2007 to 2009.
Workers, I think it'll be interesting to see how quickly we bounce back, and how much is we change the way that we do things. And for people in those sorts of industries, that might be tough. That might lead them to have to rethink what they're going to do going forward.